our second of 3 tag team contests on tap. Barry Sweeney, very, very excited for this one.
You know, these guys had a tremendous showing, successful or not, against the pump line. Dos Calientes, Two Caliente, whatever you want to call them, they ain't living. The team of Gustavo Perez and Don Caliente, they've got confidence, they've got trim. I mean, look at that new gear for crying out loud.
Styling and profiling are the Caliente boys. And despite a loss to the pump line, Barry, no shortage of confidence.
Certainly not, and perhaps a beef with the crowd as well as their opponents here. I mean, Gustavo Perez not unfamiliar with getting chippy, I'll say.
And no, these two, and a healthy ego, and I think it's fair to say both feed off of, what's the opposite of adulation? Hatred? Dismay?
Well, regardless, I think they're going to feel a lot of dismay by the end time of this match with the debut of the Block. And believe me when I say, they might be caliente, but the Block is hot.
Time coming for the Block. We've seen them around SkyFire Pro, Lucha Libre, setting up rings, hanging around the locker rooms, waiting for their spot. And now is that time. Now is their moment to prove they got what it takes.
Jordan Castle, they say the only real thing in wrestling are the money and the miles. These guys have put in the miles. They have made their money. They have put the experience in their tag team, and these two have a dynamic like nobody else. JF3000, the Haitian of domination, is like a bulldozer to any match you think could happen.
And of course, Xander Phillips, your boyfriend's favorite wrestler.
You know, I can't speak to that myself. My fiance's in the crowd right now. But if I did have one, I'm sure that would be the case. And the confidence goes without saying. Look at Gustavo Perez. You know, they came in with a head full of steam here, but I think they're very much gotten to by the more experienced tag team, by the more confident tag team.
The bell sounds, and we are underway. A little bit of pelvic motion, bringing it around town here.
You know, I certainly wouldn't get into a, gotta strategize in this thing. You know, they certainly have to swivel down. I'll say that about Two Caliente.
But again, Xander Phillips, no stranger to moving those hips. He's not afraid to get a little sensual with it, very sweet.
Listen, he's the X factor for a reason. The confidence is just a built-in part of his game. He can go hold for hold with you, but he makes it look so easy.
And indeed, going hold for hold now, trading wrist locks are Don Caliente and Xander Phillips in the center of the ring.
You know, Don Caliente against the pump line, that's tough competition no matter who you are. I thought that Dos Calientes...
Whoa.
It's a family show here, buddy. Come on.
I think Caliente thought that he was maybe going to throw Xander Phillips off his game, and Xander's saying, no. I may be your boyfriend's favorite wrestler, but you are not my favorite wrestler.
Believe me when I say that Xander has seen bigger. On top of that,
whoa,
off the ropes
family
now.
show, Barry.
I'm trying to get monetized here, but look at the beautiful blow and a case of that drop kick.
Cartwheel, followed up with a basement drop kick, and in comes Gustavo getting leveled.
On steadier feet here. Pause. Oh, right in the gut.
Right to the neck. Sweeping out the legs.
And Xander Phillips, the X Factor.
And a moonsault. Covered. And a kick out. And Barry, if you're Dos Caliente, this has been all the Block thus far. They call it the feeling out process for a reason. It really sets the pace for the entire matchup. What do you have to do to get back in this thing?
Listen, I think already they've been off kilter, and now with the advantage, Gustavo Perez with those educated feet is going to take his time. But right now, you can see by the energy here, it's frenetic, but I don't think it's positive. Wow!
Well, that's positive. Positive for the block and a big kick. Levels Gustavo. Shoulders down, but only a 2.
And look at this, Xander Phillips staying on top of Gustavo Perez. But we saw earlier from the action, Gustavo Perez charging in to save his partner. I don't know if they like their chances right now. The tail of the tape is not in their favor, to say the very least. But so is the experience factor in JF 3000.
Experience factor individually and as a tag team. JF 3000.
Listen.
Got him up. No!
Criminy! Right in the kneecap with that kick.
Really, really nasty impact here. And now, Dos Caliente bending the rules. A double team. Using every second allotted to him by our official.
And still in that ring here. I don't think I'd want to get in that weak sauce. Come on now.
I feel like a chop from both members of Dos Caliente is equivalent to one chop from JF 3000. Indeed, leveling both men in one fell swoop.
It ain't pretty, but it gets results. JF 3000, the Haitian of domination. Thunderous chop sending him into enemy territory.
Yeah, wrong part of town here. As in comes Xander Phillips, hoping to show the opposition exactly what the X Factor is all about.
And a big back elbow off the back of JF 3000 here. The X Factor once again.
Got him up, got him down.
With a beautiful float over. He does this for me, folks.
And a kick out here. Again, using your own tag team partner as a stepping stone, Barry. That's not something you just know how to do. You establish that with months and months of training. Moreover, you establish that with months and months of time in the ring. There is no substitute for match time. And Dos Caliente learning that, resorting to cheap tactics, chopping at the throat of Xander Phillips.
Listen, the desperation is sinking in for Dos Calientes right now. We talk about the educated feet of Gustavo Perez, Don Caliente being so young but so proficient in his young career. But right now, I think it's clear that they don't like their chances right now.
Again, resorting to low, underhanded tactics. It shows, they'll never admit it, but it shows how seriously they take the block.
Look at this. Charging right now. Fighting his way back to those ropes.
Xander Phillips, we saw the pretty frilly offense earlier. Right now, he is just slugging it out. He can do both, Barry.
Whip reverse. Big drop kick.
Both men need a cover in a big way. But it's Gustavo staying on top of Xander.
And right now in dire need of that kick out. No one home to the clothesline. Oh!
No one home on the drop kick. A cheap shot behind the official's back. A cheap shot, Barry.
And referee can only do so much. I mean, right now using the numbers game to their advantage.
It's smart for Dos Calientes. It might not be morally wonderful. It might not be the right thing to do as a human being, but ultimately, they want to get their names back in the W code. And this is the way to do it, especially against an opponent that outpowers you, like the Block.
0-1 does not mean you're going to have a bad season, but it's not the way any team wants to start. And right now, the Block at a fair 0-0. I mean, they're making a fantastic debut already. I'd love to see them back. But Dos Caliente is looking to take it home in the win column.
Frequent tags. We spoke to it earlier, Barry. The name of the game, excuse me, for any great tag team. And a little double team offense to boot, kicks to the front and back of Phillips.
Right in the nuts.
Cover.
That kick. Only 2, but right now, Xander Phillips in a lot of trouble.
I certainly hope Phillips doesn't have a good sense of smell. That's all I'll say.
And look at this. In control of this match is Gustavo Perez. He might have those educated feet, but those punches ain't nothing to mess with.
Ducks the line and a super kick to the gut. One to the mush. Head Seguri kick takes the X Factor off his feet.
Going for the cover once again.
And a kick out from Phillips.
The resilience of Xander Phillips is speaking for itself right now.
I'm not sure if this is what you want to do if you're Gustavo Perez. You have Xander Phillips down. That is not an easy thing to do. Instead, getting in the face of JF. But no, Barry, I think their strategy is playing to perfection here. The official turned their back, and now Dos Caliente staying on top of Phillips. Double team. Xander Phillips.
The guy the size of French, I mean, you know, JF 3000, he's huge. He's a big guy. I mean, ask me what I think about him, Jordan Cassidy.
What do you think about him?
He's a big guy.
He's a big man.
But with all that in mind, just making him mad, I don't think that's a good strategy. It might be working in the short term, but in the long term, you might be looking at 300 pounds of Haitian come at you.
Well, Dos Caliente, they better be very, very careful. They keep Xander Phillips in the ring, lest JF 3000 enters. Makes him pay. Not only wasting precious seconds with the illegal opponent, but wasting precious seconds with the fan. Barry, what do you make of this?
Listen, Xander Phillips is already in enemy territory right now. He is right where Dos Calientes want him. Every second you take away from a pinfall is a second away from your victory. You can chirp all you want afterward. You can get on Twitter with your social media fingers, but right now you got to win a match.
Social media fingers was my nickname in high school.
Listen,
Xander Phillips in a very, very bad way here. But JF 3000, talking about the block is hot like a house of fire, doing everything he can to will on his tag team partner, and it may have worked.
oh, ducks the line from Don Caliente, eating a big old fist. Wow!
Xander Phillips needs to make the tag, Barry. It is now or it is never.
Look at the energy of JF 3000. Big J French looking to even the odds.
Oh, Dos Caliente, you better hope Xander doesn't make that tag. And you can stop hoping, because he did. JF 3000 is in, and he's wrecking house.
Making it look easy. Throwing him across the corner here. The straps are down. Gustavo Perez is going to even the odds.
Looking is about the only thing he's going to be doing. And even then, if JF 3000 has his way, the only thing he may be seeing is stars.
The block is running hot.
Squishing both members of Dos Caliente into a proverbial pancake. It's not a meeting of the mind, it's a meeting of something else right there, Barry.
Making it look easy all the same here at Sleepless Nights this Mother's Day 2024.
I don't think it feels easy. Look at this.
No!
Tag team combination offense. Into the cover goes Phillips. And a decisive victory for the Black.
Like an airline neck pillow, they're at your neck if you're sleeping on them. The block is running hot.
They waited a very long time for this moment, Barry Sweeney. And something says they made the most of it. Xander Phillips, JF 3000, victorious here tonight in SkyFire.
Well earned, well fought for, well deserved for both these men.
Dos Caliente did everything they could. Pulled every underhanded tactic they could out of their proverbial bag of tricks, but ultimately, the block, their explosivity, their power, too much to manage. Back to the drawing board for Dos Caliente.
The sound Perez is so friggin' loud.
Yeah, and especially when he's frustrated. It's palpable.
We're going to be hearing whine about this